Hit record, pull up a chair. Corey's got a story, Johnny's right there. 2 mics, 1 table, same old town. Laughing at the way it all shook down. If I knew that.
Episode 5, man. Baby. Hey, we done made it.
Episode 5.
We done made it to the 5th episode, man. Shout out to all of our viewers. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, that's been seeing us out in public, seeing us at work, seeing us at the gym. Somewhere Wade has not been since episode 1.
Bro, Wade ain't never been to the gym. Hey, boy, I mean, one time Wade came to the gym and he had that little back brace on.
There had to be like a 4X belt.
I said, Wade, hang on in there, bro. He said, man, I'm trying, bro. I'm just really trying. That boy was stretched out.
I ain't seen him since that day.
I ain't seen him since that day.
But he seen Wade since 2025 in the gym, bro. Episode 5, man.
That boy was in the gym. Was when the Red Sea was a party.
Episode 5 for real, man. Hey, y'all can find us on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, man. All you gotta do is search If I Knew Then What I Know Now, the podcast, man. So episode 5, what we talking about today, Johnny? Oh, we ain't do the intro.
Yeah, this your boy Johnny Gladdy, Mr. Hip Hop Cardio, Mr. Gladdy Photography. Can't we take your picture? We'd be glad to. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. This your boy Corey Davis, man. Stick to the code. God first, man. Consistency, obedience, determination, and effort, man. It's Corey with a C, Corey with an E. You dig me? Say that.
We want to welcome y'all to the 5th episode of If I Knew Then
What I Know Now.
The podcast.
The podcast.
We late.
I was going to say it at the same time.
Man.
Yep. That's all right. That's
crazy,
all
boy.
right. That's all right.
Let's go. Today we're going to be talking about, that 9 to 5 versus that entrepreneurship. A little bit of finances as well. But I'm sitting here with a good entrepreneur myself, my boy Corey Davis.
Yes,
and your boy
sir.
Right here, Johnny Gladdy. You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir. We talking about that entrepreneurship.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, so we all know that working the 9 to 5, boy, be stressful.
Facts.
Why is it stressful, bro? What you think?
Shoot, for 1,000 reasons. We could just keep naming them all.
Let's name them.
Why folks be stressed out at work? Because they really don't want to be there. Go.
They really don't want to be there.
Go. You next.
And we go for just the money only.
Okay. We getting told what to do. Left and right.
They bossing us around. Treating us any kind of way.
The pay low.
Boy, I'm going to run out of reasons.
Nah, go ahead. It's hey, but we can name them out. Wait.
But it's several reasons, though. It's several reasons, man. And I think a lot of people, we get it's so many people that when you think about that 9 to 5 versus entrepreneurship, bro, we always talk. Go get a job. Go get a job. You get out of school. Go to college. Go get a job.
Go get a job.
Go get a job. And so many people are content in jobs, bro, that they don't even want to be at.
They don't want to be there. They can't wait. They can't wait for something to happen. The camera caught you. They can't wait, but they can't wait for the day they can just get up out of there, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I done been there, for those that don't know, I am an entrepreneur right now. I own 2 businesses with 2 different partners, A64 Legends Gym and A64 Mover. So I got a gym and a moving company. But before all that, I was just like, shoot, like a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to work every day, not wanting to be there. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing worse than waking up every day going, so well, you do not want to be, boy.
Yeah. And it's like even though we can say, and I ain't bashing jobs, because even me, I work right now, working 9 to 5, and I like what I do, but it's still that sense that you be like, man, I got to go in here and clock in on somebody else's clock. I got to go in here and be on somebody else's time. I got to go in here and do the things that I wouldn't choose to do if I had my own way, man.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's crazy, like the mindset we get stuck in, because I was telling a young cat the other day, I was like, hey, your life is a blank check. You just got to write it. Yep. And a lot of us that we get so warped in those 9 to 5 job positions that we make that become our goal.
Yep.
We make that become our purpose. And then when that does happen, we don't even realize that we got something deep on the inside of us that we need to work on.
We done lost it really. We so far gone in that 9 to 5, we done forgot what our goals and our dreams and aspirations is. And really, man, when it comes to that 9 to 5 life, bro, it's like they just dangling their salary or dangling their money in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like it's like a bigger world that's out there beyond that. But we don't really grow up. We don't really grow up knowing how to transition out of that life.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our parents working 9 to 5s, and like you said, this ain't no knock to people who do work a 9 to 5 because
I work one.
9 to 5s are necessary. And if I had to go back to one, I would. I'm not too good for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's needed. I believe working a 9 to 5 has a lot of pros and cons, but it can help you with your entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna show you a lot of the ins and outs of whatever job you in. You gonna see how your supervisor is. You gonna learn how to be a supervisor versus how not to be a supervisor. You're gonna go through different little stages of customer service. Like you gonna see how their employee treat people and versus how you treat people, and it's all different little avenues you gonna pick up in a lot of game. You gonna pick up and soak up in the 9 to 5 world before you transition into the entrepreneurship world. But don't get it twisted, boy. That entrepreneurship is a beast within itself as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing because a lot of people don't know. Like even with your entrepreneurship, who got caught up?
You all right? Use some water. Use some water.
What is a water?
God damn. Boy ain't got no neck.
Wow. Boy.
Boy can't breathe over there.
Nah, for real though. Real talk, man. It's just like because with that 9 to 5, you do your job and you go home, and that's the easy part. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, you working 24/7.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
you should have a cutoff time, but it'd be hard to do that. It'd be hard.
Priority imbalance.
Yeah, it'd be hard to have a cutoff time when you. That's one thing I'm still learning and trying to figure out, like when to shut it off for real. Like really shut it off and be like, I'm not answering no phone calls. I'm not responding back to no messages. I just deal with it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But when you the boss, but you got a lot of hats within the company.
Yeah.
And it's your baby. You know what I'm saying? This their entrepreneur dream or whatever it is that you are trying to bring into the world.
Yeah.
It's like think of it like your child. You birthing it, you physically ain't birthing it, the woman is obviously, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like you birthing something new to the world that the world ain't seen, and it's gonna take a lot of time and attention. A lot of watering, a lot of nurturing. You know what I'm saying? You want to see this thing crawl, walk, and grow up and blossom to be this beautiful business.
And that's not an easy process because
not at all.
You know, us in the 9 to 5, we guaranteed our shit. You know what I'm saying? We go to work every day. We know they're gonna pay us. Yeah. But entrepreneurs, you talking about balancing the cutoff time. It's kind of like, dang, how do I cut this off when I got to make sure that my next check comes?
Yep.
You know, y'all, we work for these jobs, these 9 to 5, and they're paying us silently. But I feel like a person who does choose to go the entrepreneur route, bro, it just takes a lot more consistency, obedience, determination, effort. What you say?
Stick to the code,
Sticking to the code, because it's like you got to be consistent every day. You got to be determined. Like, what if you woke up and was like, I don't just feel like going in today?
Or if you go in with that type of attitude, and how they can tank the environment, and the people that's coming, and there's people that's coming to pay you. You know how many days I went to the gym, ain't feel good or not in the mood, but you couldn't never tell because I'm the face, I'm the face of my brand. I'm the face of my clientele.
How many days ago and brought the 75 hard challenge to us? Nah, I'm playing.
And they want to do it.
We get tired of it,
but
for real though.
I'm gonna take y'all down. I'm gonna take y'all down memory lane, man. And Johnny, you can talk about your jobs that you done had in the past too. But I started working when I was 16 years old, bro. So 15, 16 years old, I started working at Balo. Yeah. What was your first job? You said on your podcast.
McDonald's.
You was at McDonald's. Had to be fast food.
I'm loving it. Hallelujah.
So he was at McDonald's. I was at Balo. You 16?
Well, I was 15.
You were 15?
Hey, shout out to Santana. I said, that boy hooked me up early.
See,
I didn't supposed to be working yet.
See, when he supposed to look, I was at Balo. Y'all know if you from Anderson, where we from, you know what Second Chance Church is.
Yes, sir.
Now, there used to be a Balo grocery store. What Second Chance Church is right now, besides Planet Fitness, for my people that's in the city, you know what I'm talking about? There used to be a grocery store called
that blue shirt.
Bilo. Bro, I can throw up a clip, bro. That was my first job. I'm 16 years old. But I'm already knowing at a young age, like, okay, I'm like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm 16, 17 years old, thinking to myself, like, boy, folks waking up every day doing this?
Bro, and I used to think, and it's crazy that you say that because I used to think the same thing because, bro, our managers used to cuss us out like crazy. But my
manager wasn't doing all that now.
These are the older, I ain't trying to call them my names, but these are the older ones. And I'm just like, dang, I used to think Like, dang,
y'all mad and bitter.
Like,
yeah,
what's wrong?
You already really
like,
getting a taste.
Why are we getting cussed out and blew out all the time,
bro?
You know?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
16 years old. That's my first job.
Yeah.
So from Barlow, I'm trying to think. I think I went from Barlow, and then my next job I want to say was, dang, what was my next job? I had to go to Advanced Auto Parts.
Yeah.
I think that was my next job.
Mine with KFC Taco Bell.
You went to KFC next?
Yes, sir.
So I went there. I went from Barlow to Advanced Auto Parts. Knew nothing about cars.
That boy changing up careers like crazy.
0%. Knew nothing about cars. If it wasn't for my fam, Siobhan up there, that was the manager at the time.
Shout out to Siobhan
for hiring me.
Tell you, she a good person
and helping me like,
yeah,
and the people that worked up there helping me like in that. I would have never survived at that job because I knew absolutely nothing about cars, and I still know nothing about cars. So that was my second job. So I'm just gonna I'm taking y'all through the course because a lot of times people the reason why I'm taking y'all through this, the whole memory lane, is because a lot of people look at me right now and think that it was overnight.
Yeah.
And that's not how entrepreneurship works. It ain't 9 times out of 10. This is not no overnight unless you are born into something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm first generational business owner in my family, and if I'm not, I don't know anybody else that got a business going on because they ain't never said nothing or reached out to me about it.
Yeah.
So, Barlow to Advanced Auto Parts, you went from McDonald's to where?
McDonald's, KFC, Taco
So
Bell.
fast food to fast food.
Yeah, fast food to fast.
So this is this trend, y'all. I want y'all to see the trend Johnny's on. So I went. So from Advanced Auto Parts, I went to Academy Sports.
It sounds like you just unsure about what you want to do. That's what it sounds
I'm definitely not sure. At this time, I'm trying to figure out life. You know what I'm saying? At this time, this is over 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then it became, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. But I'm trying to figure it out. All I know is I like to play basketball. I like to work out a little bit, and I like video games. That's all I'm really knowing right now. What's going on with me? I don't really have no. I remember growing up just asking myself like, damn, I wonder how am I ever gonna get a house on my own, or how am I ever gonna get a car and all these things my mom and daddy them got, and I started to think like, okay, cool. So now I'm at Advanced Auto Parts. Boom, I leave Advanced Auto Parts. Now I'm at Academy Sports. And you went 3 straight fast foods?
No, sir.
I thought you said Taco Bell. Oh, Taco Bell, KFC was together.
Yes,
so after you left KFC,
I left there.
What was your third one?
I went to Always Money.
So now you at
Always Money. That's when I stepped into the finances, which I still am in today.
And we're going to touch on finances too,
Yes,
because finances is big when it comes to transitioning into the entrepreneurship.
Yep,
from Advanced Auto Parts to Academy Sports, and Academy Sports, I went to, I want to say, New Foundations, Home for Children. Yeah. What's funny about that?
Yo. I worked at New Foundations.
Oh, that's why he laughed.
Foundations for 6 months, it's not quit.
Oh yeah, he tried to come up there when I was up there.
Hey boy, I tried to go.
Hey, Johnny worked at New Foundation for 6 months. They asked that what they asked you to work on New Year's Eve. You quit.
That was dead.
They asked Johnny to work on New Year's Eve.
She said, please don't do me like this. Please don't do me like this. I said, I ain't gonna be there. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, man. I'm sitting on the toilet. On
you at home?
Yep, calling out.
So yeah, so Johnny lasted 6 months up there. But the easiest job you could ever have. Easiest job you ever can. Now that was the one job I felt like, okay,
take a nap.
This is the one job I felt like this don't feel like a job.
Yeah.
All the other jobs I named, they became so mundane. They became so repetitive. It just became so like going through the motion type. You know what I'm saying? I can see why people don't be wanting to like be here for real. Yeah. Because it's like you just be feeling like, God darn, like it's got to be more than life. And that's what I started to think and tell myself. I'm like, God, ain't no way I was created just to pay bills and die.
And I'm gonna speak to the people, bro, that go through the motions. Like I want to directly tell y'all, like, you ain't gotta settle for that. And I think a lot of people just we do that because we like, man, is this just it?
Yep.
But the good thing what you did, bro, is you realized and you woke up. A lot of people I love to talk about they so woke, but you literally woke up and said, okay, I'm not gonna go through the motions anymore. I'm gonna change my perspective on how I'm gonna do this. And then you not only change your perspective, but you put some action behind it.
And end up changing my life.
And end up changing your life. And I think a lot of times we just go, certain people who are settled, like, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying everybody, because there are some people who are in their 9-to-5s and they're comfortable with that.
And nothing wrong with that.
And they're wrong with that. There's so many people in their 9-to-5s who are just revolving in a circle because they know, like, I got so much more inside of me, but I don't know what else to do.
They stuck. The book I'm reading, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, they call that stuck in the rat race.
Wow.
You just going through the most, like it's just repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Over and
that
over.
wheel,
the hamster wheel.
hamster wheel. Yeah,
you just
yeah,
going
yeah.
over and over and over. You can't realize that all you gotta do is stop, slow down, and step out the cage.
Bro, that's crazy.
But they just
and you'll go somewhere.
I'm saying,
boy, to preach.
Stuck in the rat race, bro. So, new foundation home for children.
Woo!
Which I still say.
Hold on.
Yeah, this thing can let it breathe a little bit. Let it breathe a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Stuck in the rat race, bro.
Stuck in the rat race, bro. You
bro,
know
I wish I would have highlighted some more stuff.
You know how many people are going somewhere without going somewhere?
Moving fast, but ain't going nowhere.
Moving fast, but ain't going nowhere.
Motion, but really
that's
ain't
a whole
got no
different
motion.
topic. We can have a topic, but they go along with
going
it though.
Fast, but ain't going nowhere.
Stuck in the rat race, and I think a lot of us in our careers that that we're in is like we see where we're going, but we don't really know where we're going.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Stuck in the rat race, bro. That was good though. I like
Stuck
that.
in the rat race, bro.
Yes,
so I think maybe before events, before New Foundation, I used to drive up to Spartanburg too. I worked at this group home in Spartanburg. You know, and all these jobs
everywhere, bro.
I don't work at this group home in Spartanburg out there because Mr. Bobby got me a job out there.
Mr. Bobby, shout out to Mr. Bobby.
So and I want to say after that, I think that's when the disability board.
Yep.
I worked at the disability board too. So all three of them was kind of like back to back to back. I think I worked at New Foundation for a couple of years, and then I did them other two for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
But it was really when I was at what you call it, disability board, when I started to like really like pick up with this fitness thing, and I started to really. That's when I got my notebook. I'm getting my notebook. I'm like, okay, if I charge this much for this,
yeah,
and I start looking at how much money I was making with these 9-to-5s, I'm like, bruh, all I gotta do is get 10 clients. I get 10 clients, boy, I'm making what I'm making here. Okay, bro. I said I do that times 2. I get 20. I don't need a job no more. I'm telling myself, boy, I can get 20 clients. I know I can do this.
And let's not forget about the grind you was putting in already before that. Because
facts, and I ain't even talking about that aspect.
He ain't talking about that aspect.
I'm just talking about the 9-to-5 job.
You talking about 9-to-5 jobs.
I ain't talking about the behind the scenes yet.
Yeah, because there's so many times, there's so much. Before you even got to the point where you started writing down, you was already working toward that.
I already was working towards it.
Already training people. Already getting clients.
And even before I was training people, I was just training myself.
Yep.
So a good rule of thumb to remember. And take this with you. So far that we've been talking, this is one of them gem droppers right here. Man, you gotta start building your credibility now. Yeah. Like you gotta start building some type of portfolio for yourself. Yeah. Like back when I was working out, I started working out when I was 19 years old. Yeah. So a year after I graduated high school, that's when I started working out. I didn't know that I was gonna be a gym owner or a personal trainer, but the fact that I started at that age and I started to build myself up, what started to happen in between the times of me working at Balo, and well, not Balo, but working at Advanced Auto Parts and working at Academy and working at the Disability Board, since I had been working out so consistently on my own, it started to attract people towards what I was doing. Yeah. So what happened was, while I was working my 9-to-5, I was building my own body up, and people started to see it because I would post about it, post little clips here and there, and people were like, "Hey man, you a trainer?" Boom. Gotcha. That's when the light bulb clicked on.
Because when purpose is your destiny, bro, you start to reflect that. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Once you started walking your purpose.
When you started walking your purpose, bro, you start to reflect that. So it's not only that you believe that you was gonna be whatever you was gonna be, your actions and your body and everything else start to line up with that.
Exactly.
And people will see the fruit of what you was already doing.
Yep.
So that's why it's so easy for people to rock with you, because I always tell you, know what I'm saying, you got favor on you, because even when you ain't trying to promote your hardest or whatever, because you taking care of your family, working, all these things, God's still sending people your way.
Still sending, you know and it be effortless at looking out. Yeah, looking out. So, I'm working out on my own, you know what I'm saying, just building my body up for sports or whatever. It might have been a little bit for sports, or it might have just been for the look, really, because now I'm liking how my body changing, because I went from a stream brink. Y'all see this mic? This how skinny this mic stand. This how skinny I was right there. You know what I'm saying? People that know me back in the day when I was at West Side and stuff, they know I used to be small. Like these muscles y'all see right now on this screen, they ain't always been here. So when I started to build myself up and build my body up, I say this all the time too. Consistency attracts people, and my consistency started to attract people to what I was doing, and I was able to turn it into dollars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's what happened, man. So, And my last job I had
Bro, turn your consistency into dollars.
Turning your consistency into dollars.
Yes, sir. T-shirt.
I turned my
Put it on a T-shirt.
And my last job from the disability board, I went from the disability board, then I went to Pendleton High School.
Yeah.
That was my last 9-to-5 job I had, and I still got the video of when I sent the email saying, "Hey, this is gonna be my last month, or this is my 2-week notice." I purposely recorded it, because I knew I was like, "Boy, I ain't coming back.
You ain't going back."
And by that time it's 2021.
Yeah.
By that time it's like 2021. My clientele was booming. I was pretty much training before I went to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was working before I was working. And that's the type of grind it's gonna take for all my people that's trying to come out of that 9-to-5 lifestyle. I was working before I was working. Don't let it go over your head now. I was putting in work before I went to go put in work.
But it reminds me of, like, you know what I'm saying, writing a vision, making it plain. You know what I'm saying? Writing down the goal, writing down the dream. It's something about when you write down
that pen and paper hit.
Pen and paper, when you write down those goals. Because, like, even me, like, you know, I do photography now, but I'm in the state. I'm in the in-between stage, you know, where you was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I want more for me, but I don't got, you know, a family now. I got bills, I got mortgage, I got all these things.
Man.
Like, that's a whole other thing, but I'm just like, I got to get to now I'm getting to the stage where I'm like, okay, I'm writing down the vision, making a plan, because I'm believing that myself also, I'm going to come out at 9-to-5.
Fact.
Because it's about making up your mind before you get it. You know what I'm saying? I always say, you got to see it before you see it, or you never will see it.
Yep.
You know, and that's the same thing you did. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You went ahead and started walking in your purpose.
You got to see it before you see it, or you never will see it.
Say it again.
Say it again.
You got to see it before you see it, or you never will see it. And I'm telling people like that, you got to let that be something you that manifests in your mind, because it's just like so many times we get caught up in our mental and we block the path that we need to go. And we only can concentrate on what we got. And we
think it's so far we can't even attain it. We feel like it's out of our reach. We feel like it's so far gone. Like, bro, a lot of people feel like coming out 9-to-5 is like trying to hit the lottery.
And I've been there, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been there. I'm like, man, I'm being here.
It's like, bro, this ain't no, bro, I ain't gonna never get out of this, man.
Bro, true moment, bro. How many times have I called you and be like, man,
every day.
I need
That boy Johnny called me every morning.
Wow, bro.
Ready? That boy want to be full-time photographer so bad. That boy ready to get out.
Ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't call so many times because it get discouraging, bro. And I know I ain't by myself. I know there's some people that working 9-to-5 right now, and they saying, man, I gotta take care of my kids. I got bills to pay. I gotta live. But I'm discouraged.
Yeah.
I'm broken. I'm down.
Right.
I don't want to do this.
Right.
But it's easy. Don't.
Yeah.
I know that sounds easier said than done, but it's not me telling you to quit your job, but it's me saying, have a plan in place.
You gotta have a plan.
So that you can obtain the things that you need.
Write the vision and make it plain. You gotta have you gotta see the vision before you see the vision. And once it's here, it can be here, but it's gonna take a lot of unseen hours, bro. You know, I don't even know how many push-ups I done did that folks ain't seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a gym and everything now, 300 plus members. Before all of that, you know how many reps I did before that y'all didn't see?
Bro.
People be looking at me now like, dang, bro, how you get your body like that? Dang, bro, you got a gym? That? Boy, y'all weren't with me when I was sitting in that ISS chair making $1,000 a month or barely making $1,100 a month, but I got my notebook open saying to myself, God, this can't be it. This can't be it. I know there's more to life. What? I got this fitness thing going. We gotta monopolize this thing. We gotta multiply this thing. How can I do it, guy? I got the notebook out writing like let me think of some ideas to do. Man, I thought of so many different things while I was at Pendleton High School, the ISS teacher, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I give you one thing that really helped boost my clientele and helped me boost my name in the city and just helped me build my credibility and helped me take that foot forward to becoming an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I did a challenge where it was $100 entry fee, and I was giving away $1,000 to the winner.
Ooh.
Now I want y'all. You remember that?
Yep.
Now look. I did a $100 entry fee.
6% of a pack.
$100 entry fee. With your $100, it was a 90-day run.
Yep.
That $100 covered your training for 3 months.
Yeah.
I had 70 people sign up.
Yeah.
What's 70 times 100? I was waiting for somebody to add it. I know.
What is it, bro?
$7,000. So, no, I'm telling you this. Y'all gotta catch
That's
this
funny,
now.
though.
It's 7,000, right? You fact check me. Wait, you fact that was 7,000, right?
Wait.
Yeah. No, but look though, y'all gotta catch this now, cause these are the little tips and tricks you're gonna have to figure out with your own brand and your own business, and figure out how this can catapult you above people that might be in your industry that's in the city with you.
Yeah.
I did $100 entry fee. We did 3 workouts per week. One of the workouts was online, and 2 of the workouts was in person. You remember this now, cause Johnny was in it.
I was in there.
It was 3 workouts per week. It was either for 60. It was either for 60 or 90 days.
When I left the channel.
It was for real though. It was either 60 or 90 days. I can't remember. And somebody I train right now won, Brian.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Brian.
I gave
me
away.
and Brian stayed into it.
So look though.
My boy.
It was $1,000. I gave away $1,000. I made $7,000. So what was my profit? $6K. My profit was $6K. Bro, when I saw that much money coming in at one time, I made a Facebook post. $100 boom. People comment, I want it. This is all confirmation.
Yeah.
All the nights I done prayed and talked to God, I'm like, God, like, it's more to life. It's more to life. I know I can get. I know you can get me out of this situation.
Yeah.
Your words say faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
So I started putting. I'm not like. I'm not testing God. I'm not like challenging him. Like, hey, do what you said you're gonna do now.
Yeah.
But I'm like. I'm more so like, okay, let's activate your scripture, because I believe in your word. So let me activate. Let me go ahead and use this gem. Let me use this key that you done gave us to open up these doors.
Yeah.
Faith with the core. You said. God, you said faith without works is dead. So I'm putting in the work. God, you see me at my 9 to 5, trying to figure out, God, matter of fact, you see me before I go to my 9 to 5, training. You see me when I get off my 9 to 5, training. So God is seeing me do this 6-7 days a week, every week.
Yeah.
I'm putting in the work every week.
Yeah.
So what is that showing him? That's showing him that I really want this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many times we say we want it with our lips, but we don't show it with our actions.
We don't show it our action. Ooh, say it again.
So many
bro.
times we say we want it with our lips, but our actions ain't following our words. And you sitting here wondering why you still stuck in the same situation you stuck in. It's because you not really putting in that work you think you putting in. I was at Penn High School from 7:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 2, 3, 4 p.m. Before I went in, training. When I got off, training. 10, 11 o'clock at night, 6-7 days a week. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to sacrifice that time from your wife and your husband? Are you willing to sacrifice that little time from your kids? Are you willing to do that? Because it's easy to say it, but when it's time to really sit down and kiss your wife goodbye, I think I'm going to be home around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Is she going to be able to understand that?
Yep.
The husband standpoint, if your wife's the entrepreneur, are you going to be able to hold it down at home?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the level of dedication it's gonna take for you to get to where you trying to get to. This is not finna be no it's not finna be no handout. You are literally trying to create a whole business that funds your whole entire lifestyle.
Yeah.
But you know how much work you finna have to put in?
You're gonna have to put in a lot of work. And then speaking of that, I thought about something else too. It's like when you coming out at 9 to 5, you're gonna have people tell you that you crazy. How many times you have people tell you that you crazy? I wouldn't do that.
But
I wouldn't do it like this.
My daddy said that.
I wouldn't do it like that.
For real. Nah, my daddy said that. That's not no knock to my daddy. But he did say that. I remember my daddy said when I was about to quit New Foundation.
Yeah.
When I was about to quit New Foundation or Penn High School, when I was finna stop working.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm finna stop working, man. My daddy words was, well, I wouldn't leave that job. Cause it's easy money.
It's easy money.
It's just there. But I knew, okay, you say I hear what you're saying, Daddy. And there's some people out there, y'all parents or close friends or whoever might be saying the same thing to y'all. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, the vision that God gave me, he didn't get to my daddy.
Yeah.
So he can't see what I see.
Yeah.
What you just said, you got to be able to see it before you see it.
Or you never will see it.
Or you never will see it.
Never will see it.
So stop taking advice from people who ain't seeing what you seeing.
Yep.
Why would I take the advice from somebody who ain't seeing what I'm seeing? Because they can't see what I see.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when he said, well, I want to leave that job, that motivated me to show him and prove to him really, and to myself, like, oh, boy, I'm finna make it. I'm finna show. And I'm not saying he was saying it to be like a downer or put me down or like that. But you gotta think about it, bro.
Yeah.
If we look at our parents' lives, all they did was work.
All they did was work.
If we look at our grandparents' lives, all they did was work. I remember my granddaddy. I remember spending night on my grandma and granddaddy's house, and my granddaddy waking up early in the morning, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, grabbing that brown sandwich bag, walking out the door with his overalls on, with his Michelin shirt on, every day. Every night I spent the night over there
because that's how they knew, because that's what they was taught. But there comes a time where you have to start training yourself and teaching yourself that I can do better than that.
I can do. I can.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying you better than anybody. Not saying you're above nobody. But it's just like,
but if I don't do it, who gonna do it?
If you think about the box that we put ourselves in when we work these certain 9 to 5, these set incomes, these set. Oh, I'm gonna work for you, but I'm only gonna pay you this much. When you work for yourself, you got the potential to make so much more,
bro.
It's the systems they have set in place.
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong. Some of these systems work for the economy and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you take the initiative to really do what you love, bro, I'm talking about you be better, your blood pressure be down.
It's that mental, bro.
Make more money.
It's bigger. You will
People
make
out
more
here
money.
sick.
You will make more money, but honestly, bro, think about it. If you could pay your bills, comfortably, but make less money, but doing what you love, would you do it? That's a no-brainer. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But most people, okay, if you say you can make $100,000 a year, but you hate your job, or you can make $50,000 to $60,000 a year and you love your job. Most people gonna take that 100 and just
deal with
the stress. Deal with the stress. But that 50 to 60,
and then it be the ER, blood pressure up.
Yep. But that 50 to 60 that you making, you gonna wake up loving doing what you're doing. So that one is gonna be more enjoyable to you.
Yeah.
It ain't always about the dollar amount. Do you love what you do?
You love what you do. Yep.
Do you love what you do, man?
Because when you love what you do, bro, I believe that's what's gonna promote you to the next level to make the money you need to make.
Exactly.
Because when you love what you do, you give your best. You bring your best self every day.
You give your all to it.
How many times we be in our job twirling these 9 to 5, twirling our thumbs, or on the phone and not really invested? I don't hear people say, I ain't doing that. I'm like, how you ain't doing that? You work for these people,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in there and say what you gonna do and ain't gonna do.
And that's what I'm saying. When I was working these,
when I was
working these 9 to 5, bro, I'm sitting there on my phone half the time. I'm just sitting there like, bro, like scrolling. I just feel like I'm wasting my time,
because
bro.
How are you being challenged?
I'm not being challenged.
You know what I'm trying to say?
And I just feel like I'm just sitting here in life. I'm just another number, just another badge number.
Yeah.
Taking up space, waiting to be replaced.
Yeah, because you're not being challenged.
I'm not adding no value.
Yeah.
So we not speaking with this type of podcast. We already know we're not speaking to everybody. Yeah. Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur,
and they're not,
and that's okay.
We want to let y'all know that is okay. If you know, for anybody like they trying to say you gotta be an entrepreneur, we're not saying that.
If you work at McDonald's,
that's okay. And that's your passion, your purpose, and your drive, and it gives you fulfillment, do your thing.
If you're a cashier at Walmart, that's okay. If you stock groceries, if you drive forklift, if you pack trucks, if you work at UPS, FedEx, we need all.
If you serving tables, we need y'all.
If you an Amazon driver,
because Way gotta eat.
I'm glad Joe.
If you serving tables, Way gotta eat. We need y'all.
Facts. obviously somebody serving. Somebody back there cooking.
The boy that look like a buttermilk biscuit right now. You talking about?
I'm telling you,
boy got shirt on like gravy.
They're checking lower every episode for real.
That boy
he's not even adjusting it. It just
boy looking like
on his own.
A boy looking like a fresh batch of chicken gizzards.
I ain't that junkie on there like a Pillsbury dope boy. Look at that white shirt on with a Pillsbury dope boy. Look boy.
Somebody told me that they exhausted the other day.
They said you like Pillsbury.
Yeah, she said, hoo-hoo. I said, wow.
She did that for real?
Hoo-hoo.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
Tell me you don't look like Pillsbury today. Hoo-hoo.
She killed you. But nah, we need gas station workers. We need these people.
Need them.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a time and place for it. But who this podcast is for? It's for that person that's looking at us and listening to us, and it's something that's in your spirit that's telling you that there's more.
There's more.
This is the podcast for you. This is who we talking. We talking directly to you. If you feel like it's more, it's because there is more. And in order for you to find out how to make that more become your life,
you gotta get out that wheel.
You gotta get out that wheel.
What's that book you said? What it say?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
What it say about the wheel? Hey, you gotta get out that wheel. You gotta get out that consistent. You running, you tired, but you ain't going nowhere.
Jackie Chan?
Wow.
They do like Jackie Chan on it. This is Robert.
Hey, Jackie Chan wrote a Jackie Chan wrote a book.
Kiyosaki. Bro, he got so many gems in here, bro. I wish I would have, man.
That's wild, bro.
I wish I would have. That boy said Marlon Jackson. Bro, I wish I would have highlighted some of the stuff that's in this book, bro. Y'all crazy, man.
He dong dong ding dong 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 and the dong 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 and the dong 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 and the dong 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 dong.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one, bro.
The dong dong ding dong 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 dong. Y'all leave that man alone, man.
Can't be serious. And that was hilarious, though.
All right, so, I mean, what about people that try to afford things and like their jobs?
Finances. What you mean try to afford? What you talking about?
Like, what are people with these jobs, right? And, you know, they're happy, they love their job, but they can't afford nothing. Going into finances. How y'all feel about that?
You need to find you another stream of income.
That's right.
You need to find you another way to make some money. If you say they love their job, but they can't afford other things, then that means you don't really want to leave your job. But you're going to have to find out some more money or ask.
You need to find out some more money.
Find
or
out how to
you
make
need
some more money.
I deal with these things a lot in financial because I am a financial counselor. I ain't going to tell anybody where I work at, but I'm a financial counselor. And that's what I do in my everyday life. And I do have clients with that their debt to income ratio is out of whack because they're comfortable where they are, but they got their bills and stuff are high. So that's when you got to find ways to, like Corey said, you got to either make more money or you got to eliminate some of the things that you got.
Yo, you got to decrease your liability.
Decrease your liability.
And this, bro, I'm telling you, bro, man, sponsor me, man. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
You gotta limit your liabilities. What's liabilities? Stuff that's taking money from you.
Yep.
So car payments, that high car you might got.
Yep.
You might need to let that go.
Everybody don't need that high car payment.
Don't.
And car payments are high now, bro.
I drove the same car I know for 10 years. People that know me, bro, I had a 2001 Chevrolet Malibu.
There are people out there paying right now $1,100 car payment.
And wonder why you.
And I know this for a fact because I'm a lender.
And wonder why you stuck in the rat race. You can't get out,
bro.
Imagine if you was putting $1,100 towards your dream.
Towards your dreams. Ooh.
You're gonna be out of there within a year, 6 months, 2. And see that, and I ain't even talk about that part. I told y'all about the behind the scenes. I told y'all how I was working out or training people before I went to work.
Yeah,
cool. But I ain't tell you what I was doing with my money. I was saving it.
You was saving it.
I wasn't out here. Oh, I got an extra. Shoot, I'm making an extra $2,000-$3,000 a month on top of the little $1,100 I'm getting from Pendleton High School. I'm like, I could have easily mismanaged that money.
So
not only am I showing God my faithfulness with my physical activity,
but you've been a good steward.
I've been a good steward over my money.
Over your money.
What you made? Hold on. What's the scripture? Be faithful over the few.
He'll make you rule over many.
Find that scripture. Wait.
Hey.
Be faithful over the few. He will make you ruler over much.
Yeah.
And I kept that scripture close to me.
I'm so glad y'all talking about church right now because you know what?
What you about to say?
Ties in the church.
Oh, we're talking about an episode. Ooh. That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode. That's a great, bro. I'm glad you brought that up.
But it's great.
We definitely need to talk about it.
It is great. It is great. And we can't discuss that.
That's gonna give us something to study too.
Yeah.
Let's wait a couple weeks for the episode.
That's a great one.
The scripture that says, be faithful over the few. It's in Matthew. Make you rule over
bro, I forgot what I was going with it.
I think it's in Matthew.
Yeah, we got to be good stewards over the money that we got. And I tell people all the time in finances that you got to have a plan with your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, you saving it because we're spending money on X, Y, and Z thinking we need these things, trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Your money needs an assignment.
Your money does need an assignment.
Your money needs to be.
I tell people that all the time.
Your money needs if I knew my assignment was turning it into a gym.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily say this how much we're gonna spend on equipment, this how much we're gonna. I just knew all of this money we was making was for us to be full-time personal trainer gym owners. So my money had an assignment. That's why I didn't blow it.
Yeah.
So what's up with the script?
Everybody turn your Bibles to Matthew 25 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Yeah.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things.
Yep.
I will make thee ruler over many things.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Wow.
Talk to him, Wade.
been faithful over the few, I'll make you ruler over much.
Yeah.
So in order for us to be rulers over much here on earth, we got to be faithful of the few that we got on earth. So that don't mean be hating on another man. That don't mean be envying on another man. Enjoy what you got. It's another scripture, and you got to pull this one up. But it talk about how God gave 2 bags of money to this person, 5 bags to this person, 10 bags to this person. It didn't say why. It didn't say why this person only got this amount of bags. It just said, and then they had to bring it back, and the people that doubled their crop was blessed. But it was somebody who was salty and that they didn't have what the other person had and end up perishing. So be faithful over what you got. I knew it was going to eventually become a time to where I was going to be able to write that email that I wrote and step out, because I said I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna be faithful over it. That's how I moved out of my mom and daddy house. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother topic. But I was able to move out my mom and daddy house because I was working 2 jobs. And I was engaged, thinking about my future.
Your future.
I'm like, okay, I can't just spend money on food or going out to eat or clothes and stuff like that, even though I'm not a materialistic person. So it was easier for me to save. so it was easy for me to save money. So my goal moving out my mom and daddy house, I wanted to save up like $10,000 or something like that. That was my goal. So what did I do? I calculated how much rent was. I times it by 12. So rent back then was like $725. A 2-bedroom on the 3rd floor. We was a 2-bedroom on the 3rd floor. You know what I'm saying? Finna be newlyweds. $725 times 12. What's that, Wade? What's $725 times 12? But what I did was I said, okay, whatever that number was, I'm gonna make sure I got that in my bank account. This is what you call financial literacy. This is what you call setting yourself for financial success. What is it?
$8,688.
Yeah, so about 10. So look, I said to myself, I'm going to save up at least a year's worth of rent. Why did I do that? Because I didn't want to have to go back home. So many of us try to jump the gun. You're not ready yet.
It's all about structure, bro.
It's structure.
And that was me, because I was one of the people that I left home early.
And you
didn't know what I was doing.
You end up bumping your head.
Went out without a plan. Went ahead and bumped my head, because when you move without structure and you don't have the organization piece to the puzzle, you gonna miss parts of it.
Fact.
And so that's why I was struggling. I living paycheck to paycheck. I ain't know how to pay my bills. And that's when I had made the conscious decision is that I'm gonna be faithful over what God have given me. I'm gonna learn money. I'm gonna learn how to steward money. I'm gonna learn how to be responsible with my money. I'm gonna give my money an assignment. I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my money destiny. You know, and I prayed over my money. You know what I'm saying? God, show me what to do with this, how to handle this, how to prepare. And a lot of us, we get coins, but we don't prepare. You know what I'm saying? We don't prepare for what to do with them, like you said. So I'm glad that you was able to save up money for a whole year, because we don't think about that.
People ain't even got the discipline to do that.
They're right. They don't have about to say that. That's why I was going with it. Nobody has discipline anymore. We want what we want, and we want it now. We want that quick, fast life. That's why people. But what's that scripture that says? Getting rich. I can't even think of.
Get rich quick schemes.
Yeah, get rich quick schemes. Proverbs. Yeah, isn't that, man? People want to get wealthy and rich so fast, man. They're not even thinking about the process of how responsible they need to be with it.
Get rich quick schemes fail over time, but hard work through wealth is gonna grow.
Yeah. Promotes growth.
Wealth through hard work is gonna promote growth.
Promote growth. Yeah, that's what it is. Couldn't get it, but I know people, like I know a couple of people. I know people who have been successful. I know somebody who made it in the millionaire status, and because they weren't responsible with their money, they didn't know how to manage money. They lost it because you got to you can't take it for granted, because you can lose what you get.
Yeah, facts.
And we don't think about that part.
It ain't about how much you get, it's how much can you keep.
Yeah. It's the knowledge behind it, bro.
The financial literacy.
Knowledge is what? Power.
The financial literacy behind money, bro. So that's what I did. I saved my money. So I'm not saying because people gonna be having questions already about the podcast. So I want to kind of like try to answer them before the episode over. I know like a question I could think somebody might be asking is, well, what do I really like? Give me a step by step. What do I really need to do to step out my 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Let's answer that before we leave. What do I really need to do to step out of my 9 to 5? Yeah. Step 1, God first. Pray about it.
Pray about it.
That's number one. Like, talk to him about it.
Big.
What does prayer look like? I'm not necessarily saying you got to be on your knees praying to God. Like, man, it could be in a car ride to your 9 to 5. It could be on your lunch break.
You got to get to a place where you got to get to a place, and when you pray about your money, that your heart becomes your prayer closet.
Yeah.
So you got to start purposing that thing in your heart.
Purposing,
you know
just talking, just like saying
meditate on it.
Saying it on the way to work.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying it on the way back home from work.
Yep,
Like, God,
yep,
like, help
yep.
me, show me.
Yep.
You know what I want. These are my interests. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So figure out your interests. Johnny
Yep.
like photography.
Yep.
Johnny like to bake. You know what I'm saying? He got different
Love to
gifts that
bake.
he like to do. Like to cook.
That makes my
So
way eat.
find your gifts. What is your gifts? What has God purpose in your heart to do? Is it speaking? Is it preaching?
Yeah.
I can preach too. Like,
Yeah.
it's different. It's a lot of different things that you can do. For me, the working out just took hold. Like I said, I didn't grow up wanting to be this, but I wanted to get out of my lifestyle, and I wanted to show my family and my friends and my loved ones and myself and prove it to God that if you activate His scripture, His word, your life can start to reveal what it say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
and that's what I
That's
started
good.
to do. That's what I
good.
started to do. I started to apply what I was reading in the scripture in the real life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I know my daddy said what he said about, but you better not leave the job. But daddy, this job requires my time Monday through Friday from 8 to 4, 7 to 3. I can't do what I really want to do because I'm stuck here doing this. So some of y'all gonna have to let your hand. You gonna have to take your hands off. You have to jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
With them, I'm not saying jump off without a parachute.
What I'm about to say? Now, I'm
Don't
about to
jump
say,
off. I didn't jump off without
with
a parachute. See,
You
when I
gotta have a
left my
plan.
mama house, what I say? I said 725 times 12.
Yup.
Jumping off without a parachute is leaving out of anger.
Leaving out of anger.
Bank account got
Bank account gone.
$1,000 in, you out.
Oh, you ain't got no plan. You ain't wrote that
You ain't
down.
got no plan.
I'm
You
gonna
on-
start this business, and I'm out here.
You just out there. That's
know what I'm
not
saying?
smart.
That's not
It
smart.
might take you a year
Yeah.
to really sit down and plan and organize yourself
Yeah.
together and save money. But guess what? Who cares? Retirement age is what? 60 what? How old you gotta be retired?
What, 64? 62, then 65
If
for
it took you,
insurance.
if it took you 2 to 3 years to really, really, really lock in and save money and really take your job serious or take your dream serious,
Yeah.
and you was able to step out your 9 to 5, would it be worth it? Yes, it'd be worth it.
Very
but the
much
thing
worth it.
is, you don't want to wait 2 to 5 years. You want to wait 2 to 5 months.
Yup.
And that's why you
Yup.
end up back at square one every
Yup.
time, because you're not taking the time to
Because
save
you gotta
your
let
money.
patience have its perfect work.
You got to. You got to
You know what
be
I'm
patient.
saying?
You got to
And
be
you gotta-
patient.
yeah.
You got to be patient, and you got to.
And you gotta let your faith produce evidence.
Yes, and it's a lot of stuff
Of
that
what
you, like
you
you
need.
said, it's a lot of stuff that you got to learn in the process.
Yup.
It's a lot of pros and cons you got to go through. You got to get your LLC. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your insurances and stuff right. It ain't just, I got a business. No, you got.
But you gotta let the process teach you.
Gotta let the process teach
And
you.
they don't want to let that. That's. a
And
lot
when
of
you don't
things they
want, and when
do.
you don't want to let the process teach you,
Yeah.
you end up learning the hard way.
hard way.
You end up learning the hard way. You end up
Now
losing
you got
a lot of money.
stitches.
Yeah, you end up losing. You get your head bumped in
Yeah.
ways that you could have avoided.
Yep.
But you
Yep.
wanted to just jump out there and just risk it all. No, bro.
Yeah.
So even when it came to me leaving my 9 to 5, because I talked about how I left my mom and dad's house financially, this is what I did. I did the same thing with the training money I was making.
Yeah.
So the training money I was making, I didn't touch.
Yeah.
I was saving it. We might have bought a little equipment here and there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't no thousands I was spending.
Yeah,
It might have been
yeah.
a couple $100 here, couple $100 there. So I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm not even having to spend it
Yeah.
because my wife working, I'm working a 9 to 5. She a school teacher, so I'm taking my check, she taking her check, and we paying our bills with it. So all the side money that I was making, I was able to just keep stacking it, and I did that for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I got all this money saved up, and I want to say it was about 20,000. I want to say it was about close to about 20,000.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say it was exactly 20,000. I'm gonna go back and look at my bank statement, but I want to say, I'm just giving y'all insight, transparency. I saved up about 15 to 20,000.
Yeah.
I looked at my account and I said, it's time.
It's time.
It's time. I done put in so much work. I done thought of ways to be creative and to get my name out there. I did the challenge where I gave $1,000 away. So I'm seeing this. So I'm like, all we gotta do is continue just to build off the momentum.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, man. Built off that momentum. And now here we are in 2026. A64 Legends is still a gym. I'm still training. The email that I sent in 2021, I have not had to go back on. I moved out my mama's house when I was 22, 23 years old. I never had to go back home.
Yep.
So I'm not saying all this to brag, but I'm saying all this to get some game and some wisdom. Obviously, I'm doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing something right, so I would just encourage people out there to take my advice on what I'm saying when it comes to this avenue.
Yeah.
But just know, man, and we ain't even really talk about this that much, but this entrepreneurship is real, boy. I'm waking up 4-something in the morning every day.
Real.
When I was going to Penn High School or all the other jobs, 9 times out of 10, I ain't have to be there to 8, 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked there,
Take a lot of sacrifice.
when I worked at New Foundations, I ain't have to be there till 2 p.m., 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So when you the boss,
Yeah, get up early.
when you your boss,
Yeah,
getting up early, late. All I'm gonna say is a lot of late nights, early mornings.
Just know if it is for you to come out at 9 to 5, just know you're gonna have to give up some stuff. It's gonna take some sacrifices, plenty of sacrifices, and you gotta want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, another question they may ask is, how do I get the help I need? Surround yourself with mentors and people that's gonna push you into destiny. You know what I'm saying? Don't be around nobody, no naysayers that gonna tell you can't do it. And if they do tell you can't do it, you let that be your motivation to do it, like Corey said. But surround yourself with, ain't that wrong with getting help. I got a mentor right now. Shout out to my brother Brendan Gear, shout out to him. Hey, that's my mentor right now.
Yeah.
My boy, man, and he helps me with photography. He shows me things. He shows me lighting. He shows me how to edit. He shows me how to do all these things, man. And because of him, I can say that, my work is getting better and I'm working toward, where I want to be. So surround yourself with some people that can help build you up and take you to the next level for real. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's real, man.
My brother.
Yeah, Wade brother, man.
Wade
Brandon,
brother.
man. Good dude, man. Hey, if you need some pictures, man, you need some videography done, man, hit up Brandon Gear, man. Good dude, man. Yeah, shout out to him, man. Clap it up for Brandon, boy. Yes, sir. Hey, so, you know what I'm saying, bro? To answer that question we always ask, if I knew then what I know. If you knew Corey, if you knew then what you know now, bro, what would be different? How would you change some things, or how would you tell that person who's trying to go into it? If I knew then what I knew now, this is what I would do.
When it comes to entrepreneurship, I mean, I really do like how I did it though. I really do. I feel like I really did do. I'm not gonna say the only way you could do it, but I feel like I did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't rush it. I would say just don't rush it, man. Really, really, if this is something you really, really want to do it while you got a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And see if you want to keep doing it for real.
Yep.
See if it keep itching at you. Or see if it keep pulling you towards that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that magnetic force. See if it keep drawing you over there, then you gonna know like, okay, yeah, this might be something I need to do, man. But if I knew then what I know now, man, I'll keep everything the same with this. I'll keep everything the same with it because it taught me a lot. It showed me the pros and the cons of what I do, of business and partnerships and stuff like that. So, I'm thankful for it. And shoot, that was 2026. So 5 years. 5 years I'd have been an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
I signed that lease October 2021. Signed that lease October 2021. So October 2026, it'll be officially 5 years since I've never had to. October 21 to October 2026, it'd be 5 years where I never had to clock in or, work for somebody else. I've been working for myself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say,
shout out
right,
to
man.
my boy.
We're going for another 5 years,
All
man.
entrepreneurs,
I got to
man.
celebrate that. I'm going to have to celebrate that 5 years, bro. Just sit back and think about that. Like,
5
boy, I
years.
remember, bro. Bro, you remember?
Yeah.
I done had to transfer my savings to my checkings to get a cheeseburger.
I remember that.
And I said, I had to pull up on my boy. Hey, man, what you cooking, boy?
Yes, sir.
Not because I'm out here poor and desolate, ain't got nowhere to eat and sleep or nothing like that, but no, because I just was mismanaging my money.
Yeah.
Working a job, don't really got too many bills like that, but not saving my money because my money ain't got no assignment. So I had the light bulb had to click on, bro. I'm like, bro, what am I going to work every day for and I can't even go across the street to Waffle House and get a waffle?
Yep.
Like, for real, like.
You got to manage it. You got to be
have me going on another rent.
a good steward of your time and your money.
Got to, bro.
You got to. You
So,
got to
yeah.
be a good steward of your time and your money, and you got to make a plan.
Yeah.
Write a vision. Make it plain.
Yeah.
And execute.
And cut you, like I will say though, I feel like even though I did make it this far, I still had a lot of distractions along the way.
Yeah.
So what would I say to people, like, really, really, really try to like kill your distractions.
Yeah.
Really, really,
Yeah.
because you could do it faster than I did it. if you really like sit back and just focus wholeheartedly and lock in on what you need to lock in on, and really minimize your distractions, it can happen faster than you.
Yeah.
But the way the world is now and technology is and social media is booming the way it's booming, it's gonna be harder for you to not be distracted. But if it's something that you really want to do, work on your craft, hone in on your craft, believe God that Hebrews 11:1, faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen.
Yeah.
So, but have that faith that it's gonna work, cause it's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
So,
it's gonna work. Hey man,
beautiful man.
Good show, man. What you got?
Hey,
What
Johnny.
you about to say? Oh, if I knew then what I know now.
You knew then what you knew now, Johnny. What you
If
changed?
I knew then what I knew now, man. Sheesh. I would have cast down the spirit of procrastination, my boy.
Ooh,
Because
procrastination to eat you up.
it's so many like distractions that I allowed myself. I've been knew what I want to do. I've been knew that these things give me joy, but it's so many distractions along the way where we entertain so much other stuff rather than the purpose in our lives. And I feel like that procrastination where I could be. There's plenty of times Corey hit me up. I'm like, hey man, well you got this done, you got that done. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's good to be around people that are gonna push you because. That procrastination is serious. And a lot of people deal with procrastination. I feel like a lot of us could be so much further if we just utilize our time. I talked about, and when I talk about managing your time, I'm talking about that from experience.
Yeah.
I ain't just saying it to call nobody out and say, oh, y'all should do this. No, I should do that.
Talking about ourselves.
Because we talk on this podcast, we talk about ourselves.
I still procrastinate even as an entrepreneur.
I found myself countless hours wasting time when I could have been doing something else.
Yep.
So if I knew then what I know now, I would get rid of procrastination and lock in for real.
Yeah.
And locking in doesn't look like getting it right, but lock in looks like trying again.
Right.
Every single moment of my life.
Yeah.
Giving my craft and my goals the time it needs to be effective, to be efficient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do.
And last thing before we go, man, I will say that
God, I was playing.
How much time we? Oh yeah. Oh, man, we talked longer than I thought we was
we did. I know. I just playing.
But I would just say like it's like a never ending ladder. Like even once you start to climb the ladder of success, or the mountain of success, it seems like the mountain is never ending. Cause like now that I'm at where I'm at, I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life.
Yeah,
money I make now is triple what I was making, quadruple what I was making as a 9-to-5 employee. But I'm just like. I'm still wanting more. It's like I still find that hunger. Like,
wow.
So keep that hunger
for the love of money.
The love of money.
Nah, my boy. That's drive, bro. That's drive.
Like once you start to make money and the photography and stuff like that, like you want to keep getting booked.
Yeah.
So I'll be wasting my money.
On what?
On what, bro?
Food.
Golden Corral. Dairy Queen.
Buffet.
Coming to you live from Burger King.
What you waste your money on, Wade?
Like I'm in sales. So
Hey,
what you wasting money on, boy?
Hey, you gotta become a food critic.
Hey,
you go crazy.
Hey,
man. Not for real though. Wait, what you waste your money on? Go ahead.
Big Way International.
Okay,
food critic coming to you live.
What you waste your money on? Wait, because you might heal somebody with this for real though.
Nah, for sure.
Go ahead, bro.
I put myself
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Y'all missed the topic. Y'all missed a great conversation.
Okay, go ahead, Wade. Tell us.
Black people like to splurge on nonsense.
Yeah, people do.
Yeah, they do.
And
Not me though. That's why I'm glad I went like that.
Can we see your statements?
And I was okay. The problem with me, bro, like I would waste money. Like I bought cars for no reason.
Cars.
Okay.
Just wasting money on like dumb stuff. And one thing too, man, you got to put your family first when it comes to this money stuff. Knowing that we all got kids, we married. I made a mistake, right? So I told my wife, I promised we go out of town, do it. I ended up buying $3,000 worth of gaming equipment. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk about real life problems.
Corey, why are you laughing, bro?
These are real life problems, bro, that people go. All right, you know what?
Wait, no, bro. We got you, bro. We hear you. We hear you, my boy.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Hey, y'all boy, Wayne.
I'm
Y'all my
listening,
boy.
bro.
Hey, go ahead,
I'm listening, bro. You said you brought $3,000 worth of gaming equipment.
Like my whole gaming room.
I'm laughing
I set up.
because we don't been there,
Fact.
but we wasted pointless money. I remember that. Go ahead, I'm tell you about the story.
I'm glad we're using this money I spent.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, it's very.
You know the fattest thing that just happened. I can go ahead, bro. Say it, bro. You gotta say what you gotta say.
All right, that's just a main thing that a lot of people deal with is like wasting money,
Blowing your bread on places that you could have utilized it somewhere else to really catapult you to get to the next level.
Oh, it's just the point of selfishness. Like you know, and as a man, we can't be. We say these things, but we don't commit. And, it's just one thing that a lot of people fail to realize. But that's one thing I had to learn. So y'all shared y'all story.
Nah, that's real, bro.
I'm glad you was able to learn that, man, because it's like now you can learn from those moments so that you can make good sound decisions to help your family and yourself. You know what I'm saying?
$3,000 gaming equipment. If I'm his wife, nigga, you better be in there every day making a video.
So when
I need 3,000 videos, boy. I need 3,000 videos.
When he said that, I wasn't gonna laugh, but like the way you look, cause me, I know Wade. Cause he used to do gaming and stuff, right? You used to do all that. Yeah, you do all that. So I was like, oh,
I did it just to get like I wanted my own gaming room, like and everything.
No, I thought about that time, Corey, where you y'all. I mean, Corey known each other for a long time, but
what I do?
remember you had. Hey, bro, you remember you had bottom shoes?
Oh, when I talking about I got my refund check from school. Yeah, that was first. See, that was first time I had a lot of money in once.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
People, we have the mentality. We gotta have jewelry. We gotta have shoes.
And I had a new girlfriend.
Bro, come on,
I had a new girlfriend. I got a refund check at school. That was like like my tax money. It felt like my tax money came back. I went and bought like 3-4 pair of phones. You know, phones high.
Hey,
phones high.
How much was it, your check?
About $1,000, $1,100.
That boy spent about $800
on like 2 pair of shoes. Some phone posits, bro. You know phone posits, but this when phone posits is like kind of popular for real.
And
I had bought them gone fish. I bought them gone fish and phone posits and them gold phone posits.
It's okay. It's okay to go to Goodwill and all these other low places, bro.
Yeah,
just saying.
I'm unmaterialistic, bro. Unmaterialistic, bro. So
Facts.
lower your liabilities. Lower whatever it is that's taking money from you. And increase your assets. What is bringing money to you?
And think about what you're doing before you do it. Make good sound decisions.
Facts.
Y'all gonna be straight. Hey man, want to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 5.
If I knew then,
what I know now, the podcast,
man. Entrepreneurship versus 9-to-5 lifestyle, man. Shout out to all the 9-to-5 workers out there. We love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. It's a time, place for everything. But if this podcast spoke to you, go do it. You know what you need to do. Go make it happen.
Yes, sir.